night on primetime, they were asking T Top and Tay Rock, would you want to battle any other females after your battles with Kings and Queens too?
Mm.
Tay Rock
What
said
up, Dickhead?
Tay Rock said he might be done with it afterwards, but T Top made an interesting call out. He said he wants Yoshi next. He wants to keep going with the intergender smoke. Everybody wants a piece of Yoshi G for Kings and Queens, and now I'm just upset at the league that she's not here.
Shout out to Yoshi, dog. She's smart.
What up, Easy?
Yoshi, you are a very smart woman. You are a very smart woman, Yoshi. You keep doing, you and Easy, y'all smart. You know, y'all got your own ways of, keeping everybody, on your toes and being like, okay, like, let me see what he does after this battle and versus this person. And after this person, y'all keep on doing y'all thing. Not everybody want to take you out. Not everybody want to be that one to take you out. But again, keep your name in the conversation. And Yoshi and Easy are like the best in it right now. Keep your name in the conversation. Because once we stop talking about you, that's it.
Hawko Flavor, thank you for the prop. He says JC and Yoshi is what I want to smoke for. I don't really like JC and Yoshi. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but like I want like toxic B-Dot. Like B-Dot, I want B-Dot to turn to T-Top, all right? And the T stands for toxic. I need to see a toxic B-Dot on the Kings and Queens card in the near future, all right? I need to see a Jay the Nightwing talk crazy to you hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need in my life.
Yo, Ozzy, yeah. I still don't understand why Caffeine has not verified her page and her account. And you got bad rappers who ain't never streamed not one time got verified already. So I don't know what that is, but you know what? That's our mission as a family. As Let's Talk Bad Rap and as the Degenerates, that's our mission. We're going to get Yoshi verified. We're going to get Yoshi verified very soon because it's starting to piss me off too. Like she's performed on y'all platform. Okay, she has streams.
Easy says, I'll talk crazy to one of them.
Wants her on their platform. She has done interviews on other people's platforms, and y'all not verifying her.
Easy says, I'll talk crazy to one of them. Would love to see that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Easy was talking. I hope your voice feeling better today, Easy, because he been barking. He been barking on folks. But I'm here. He was supposed
to rest. He was supposed to rest after your show yesterday, but couldn't help himself. And then got on another show later on that day and started going crazy.
Go ahead. Yo, Easy, keep barking on him until you go mute. Keep barking on him. Shoot, just get you make some real ginger tea. Don't get them ginger tea that they sell in the store. That shit weak as hell. Make some real ginger tea from some ginger root. All you got to do is boil some water. When it starts boiling, clean and slice your ginger. And then you let it steep. You want to throw a little lemon in there, throw a little lemon. If you want to throw in whole lemons, not that bullshit juice. Lemon in there, throw some honey. Honey is good for the, inflammation. Do all that, and that's a fire-ass ginger tea. You thank me later.
Thank you for the props, CA-Lo.
You want to throw cloves? Throw a clove or two in that mofo.
One more interesting thing from Primetime. I want to quote this, CC. Tay-Rock says, and quote, I got a round with no gun bars and it's going to kill her. I could battle official tomorrow. No gun bar Tay-Rock?
Look what you started, DNA.
Are we here for that?
Somebody said the other day that he had no gun bars versus Daylight, and I don't think that's accurate. But
give me 1 second. Hold on, just in case we get a screech. I'm fixing the audio level here. Be very quiet for 1 second. All right, go ahead. We good.
Okay, I see you, Tata. You was holding it down for us. That's what's up. But
oh, we gotta talk about Tata too. But we'll talk about it in a second. Go ahead.
But I think that I'm not worried because even DNA said it. Like he started it versus Vixen, but he still had that one round where he had gun bars. And then he went into the next 2 rounds with none. Okay? Just to get comfortable. You again, I said it. DNA making it look easy, but it ain't easy. So I hope Tay-Rock know what he's doing, and he shouldn't be playing and starting some new bullshit that he ain't 100% confident in, or he ain't 100% know it's gonna work versus official. But we're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see if it works. Because I said it before and I said it again. Some of you motherfuckers need gun bars. And that's okay.
Let's read some messages here. Snoop says, Rock said he tried it.
But that's okay.
Tata says, I love gun bars. No gun bar, Terry. Terry Rock says, Sue Surf lawyer. Easy needs to put in that work, says CJC. Easy asked Tata, you catfishing us? All right.
What y'all talking about?
Rock about to be a gossipy, chatty patty in this battle, says Bubba Quan. Say hello.
Yo, he got to though because he don't know. Because let's be honest. Okay, official is in the middle of all of that ish that was going on last year with Rock's name in it. Okay, Rock don't know Rock don't 100% know what she's gonna come with. Just like he didn't know 100% what Mook was gonna come with. Mook was in the middle of all that bull crap too. So, like A-Verb said, if you got something, you better use it on these women. These queens.
I ain't mad at it. CALO says, thank you for the prop. He said the men with the sweep. Real quick. So, the pull-up prop gang guest yesterday made a bet with Tata. I think on Official and Rock. I forgot what battle, but with T-Top and Coffee, I think. I'm not sure, one of those two. But he was like, hey, T-Top, I need you to kill Coffee because I got a bet with somebody in the chat. Her name Tata. And I'm just like, Tata put her money up, her coins?
Oh, Tata! Okay, you betting. What's the bet, though? What's the bet?
She's betting on Coffee against T-Top. Tata, I hope you got some good odds because that's not an even bet. That's a hard battle for Coffee. You got to get 2-1 odds at least. Or 3-1, you know what I'm saying?
It's just $5.
Nah, if you pay $5, he got to pay $15. Fuck that.
That's right.
Because Coffee is a big underdog in that battle.
Look, Coffee is.
Thank you, Battle.
I'm rooting for all the ladies, but it's okay to say that there's a few battles and matchups. I'm a little worried. I'm a little nervous for them.
A little,
but nobody thought Vixen would be DNA. And I always go back to that because it's going to rain through
a handful of you guys.
Jesus comes back for the rapture. Nobody thought Vixen was going to be DNA, and she did it.
You thought so.
So
Tata thought so.
Possible. What happened to Kevin Garnett? What happened to you, friends? Anything is possible. What happened today?
No, you're right. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. We're going to talk about Coffee later on in the show because she has probably one of the most difficult back-to-backs I've ever seen.
Did she already battle JC?
She's battling JC this weekend.
Oh, and y'all thought Vixen was tripping with EK, but she still got a 10-day period, and she already was writing for EK before her and Loso got set up.
Snoop says even bets odds, even bets. France, they want equality. Remember, Snoop, this ain't about equality, right? It's about gambling, right? You're talking to Mr. Vegas over here. You're talking to Mr. Odds over here. You're talking to the sports book right here, okay? Ooh, when I see an underdog, I want them odds, baby. All right?
Coffee, my girl. Y'all tell her that I'm still gonna, I'm still picking her. I'm still gonna cheer her on, win or lose. But that was a very But again,
CJC
said it's about Vixen.
CJC says, pull your bet.
If Coffee pulls this off, her and Vixen are definitely neck to neck for a female champion of the year for 2020 right now.
CJ said, pull your bet. She is choking. Better Up Stat says CC doesn't like money.
Look, I don't play with my money. I'm not betting my shit.
Susa Flores says Coffee is about to get brewed. Speaking of brew, I got the cold brew.
I ran out of coffee this morning.
Thank you for the prop.
I'm so sad right now, y'all.
Thank you for the prop, CALO. It's a coffee prop. Wow, man.
Aki Flames, if she beats JC, that's definitely going to make noise. Her stock is going to rise. But I'm saying about difficult and schedule. When we talk about these two next year, when we have to do this panel all over again, regardless of who's on the panel, if these two was to pull it off, that is going to, man, bruh, are you serious? You can't even hate on one of them come next year. You're not going to be able to hate on them. Good morning, Rita.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the announcement from yesterday that shook the culture. JJDD versus Amin was announced for Fade card on Bullpen March 30th, March 23rd. I forgot the date, but this is a very big match. It's finally going down. The grudge is being settled, right? This is an altercation occurred between these two gentlemen, and they decided to say it's hip hop. Let's settle it in the ring instead of settling it in the streets. Instead of choosing violence, they chose verbal violence, which is always commendable. You have to respect that because that's a very. They took the high road. The high road is not the easy road to take all the time, but that doesn't change the fact that Amin already was a huge underdog, and now Amin is battling John in his city on his fucking league. If there was ever home court advantage, this is the definition of it.
I'm going to say this. We gonna let the chat go off. Let the chat go off first, because my soliloquy is gonna be a little long.
Let's read it. CJ says, "Why are you cursing, France?" Snoop says, John making that money. Bubba Kwan says, shock and disbelief. Let's be real. Harry Truman says, this is boss move. This is boss talk. Slow Mo 703 says, can Ace beat John? Is there any possibility he beats him? We're going to talk about that, Slow Mo. Matter of fact, I want to ask all you guys, and then we'll get into it. If Ace was to win this battle, what would a victory mean for Amin beating John the Don in Atlanta on Bullpen? I'm not telling you to pick Ace. I'm just saying in the world that if Ace wins, what does this victory mean for him? CLO says that's a huge win for Ace if he wins. Tata says we can finally stop slandering him. Anesthesia says his stock goes up. Shit, I would hope his stock goes up. Harry Truman says this changes everything. Stay focused says this is huge. Rita puffing loud quietly. It says Ace is battling himself.
Is Ace okay? Oh.
Bubba Kwan says,
my nerves is bad.
Bubba Kwan says, past our shocks and disbelief, we will have no choice but to respect the bearded one. Freetown Maker says his material and realism, the no pass look. Ace will probably be on the next big URL card. Hardcore Flavor says, not excited for this one. I feel you, Hardcore Flavor. It's okay. But we still gotta talk about possibilities. We gotta talk about what does it mean. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put it on wax. I want y'all to put it on wax so that after the battle, y'all don't go take back your opinions and takes. I see I do it here sometimes, all right? I see the revisionist history, and I save all the transcripts from the chats, all right? I lucky I haven't pulled any of them yet, but I have the transcripts. When was the last time Ace won a battle? If Ace wins, he gets Cortez next on URL, says Hardcore Flavor. See, this is, look how they talk about Cortez here. I hope Easy's still here, so Easy can see how they talk about Cortez. You see what I mean? CC?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. He's still in here now. He did about a little bit ago. It's okay. You know.
He probably left already.
It's probably dipped out. You know, he don't want to hear. I still, like I said, I still disagree that Cortez is a bigger win over JC. I don't agree with that, but it is what it is.
We'll leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm
leaving it alone. I'm gonna say this for this matchup. I am happy that these two have decided that they're gonna, settle their differences and get everything off their chest in 3 rounds. I just want. I'm not worried because I know Ace has said it behind the scenes that he's not gonna come with no bullshit. He's not gonna jeopardize himself, the league, or just the culture by doing something flagrant. So I understand that, and I know John's not going to jeopardize his brand, his league, okay, as well. I'm not worried about them two. I'm worried about their entourages. I'm worried about all the friends that are going to want to come to this battle. So I'm really hoping that John can get control of the situation and make sure that outsiders don't ruin this battle. Because I don't see it being a problem between these two. I see it more of as a problem with their entourages.
Well,
that's how I feel about it.
I have a lot of questions, but not so much toward the battle. First, towards the event. I see John is selling tickets to the event, right? So my next question would be, what's the capacity of the venue? Because if I'm pulling up and there's going to be 100+ people there, I might reconsider. We're still in a pandemic. Also, if you're making this a venue with maybe 100 people plus, what's it gonna look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this going to look like those bullpen cars he's had over January, where they're like in a white room and it's just a pit circle? Is it gonna be a stage? You know, Atlanta's a very weird place, and although this battle means a lot, and I want to be there in the building, if you stuff in 200 plus people, I don't know if that's worth my risk, man. I don't know.
Oh, I ain't going to that. I'm not going to none of that shit. Hell no.
You know,
I'm not pulling up because again, there's they say now it's a third different variant of the coronavirus. So y'all like I said, y'all want to go out there and take your chances and shit. That's cool. Not me. Look, if he buys the pay-per-view or whatever, then we gonna watch it like that, friends. That's how we gonna watch it.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, CC. That's a battle that, like, Ace and John, like, I've had conversations with both, and like, I feel like that's a battle that I need to witness in person. It's just one of those battles I need to witness in person. But if John's having a 200 plus venue, I don't know, bro. Maybe if it's like 70 and below, I'll think about it. But
there ain't gonna be no social distancing, and them motherfuckers gonna take their masks off as soon as they walk through the door, because they're gonna all go to the bar, and you know what happens. You take the mask off and everything, everybody gonna forget they were supposed to wear a mask.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, because if these guys are willing to obviously put on, and there's people willing to go. See, here's another thing I want to ask everybody: if venues, yeah, I don't have kids. If I had kids, it'd be a different story. I wouldn't go anywhere.
Like, man, fuck them kids. I'm going. I'm moving.
No. If I had kids, if I had kids, I wouldn't even go to the grocery store. I'm Instacart and everything. You know what I mean? But I don't have children, so. If venues opened up again, right, and you can go to battle rap events with like hundreds of people in it, but to be inside the venue, you need the vaccine. You think fans will get it?
Anything is. What we said? What?
I said, I see the big size venues are opening up again, but I'm wondering, because I've heard that some concerts will not let you enter unless you have the vaccine. So if battle rap events decide to open up again, but you need the vaccine to come to a venue, you think fans are going to go out to get the vaccine just to go to battle rap events?
Hell no. Maybe some diehard ones, but I don't, as much as everybody been talking, oh, I ain't getting that vaccine. Ain't nobody gonna make me get that vaccine. I don't even care. I don't care with my job. Smack me like, yo, you know, Sean, you could pull up, just get that vaccine, heard, you know? Y'all gonna go in line, be like, okay, right here, use this arm.
Yeah, I know we avoid the COVID talks from
time. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
I know we avoid the COVID talks from time to time, but this is a moment where I have to just like say, I know people say a lot, critique URL a lot, but URL at the very least, every single event has a COVID officer and on-site testing. Every single person that enters a URL building for a battle rap event is negative. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest, I've gone to some other leagues over the years. I can't say that they've done the same procedure. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to throw nobody under the bus. But if there's any league at the very least trying to keep this safe and doing it the right way, it would be them.
Sue Surf lawyer. He said he wants them superpowers.
The riot
riot don't look. I ain't gonna look. I don't know, because I haven't been to a riot card, and I ain't trying to put no shade on Geechee shit, because I really do respect what he's doing. But yeah, Geechee got to get a hold. If they're not, yeah, Geechee got to get a hold of that, because California, y'all really, really doing bad right now. California, y'all hospitals y'all don't even have enough equipment. Y'all don't even have enough oxygen.
Rita, I'm gonna be honest with you, Rita.
To even pick up folks. Y'all looking at people when they call 911. You looking at them. If you think they're not gonna make it, you be like, yeah, we're not taking them. Y'all need to chill.
Rita, I went to one of the King of the Dot events for the turn for the turning in the East, when they did an event in Jersey, And I pulled up wondering what they was gonna like, what's their procedure, but they had no procedure. And then at the end of the event, they just made me sign a waiver form. So I'm like, hold on. There was no testing provided. There was no nothing provided, but now you want me to sign this so I don't sue you at the end.
Oh. Oh, wow. That's what we doing. That's how we doing this in the culture today.
Listen, and this isn't me trying to slander the league. This is just me telling them what King of the Dot.
Because I ain't hear none of my folks that went to the few battles in Detroit.
This isn't snitching. I signed a waiver form, right? This is legal paperwork. There's nothing about snitching about this, but
hold up. Y'all be mad at URL, bro. Real talk. Like, France had to get tested. Every time France is pulled up to an event, everybody got to get tested, and there is a COVID doctor there too. Because by law, they not with no bullshit.
Not an NDA.
They not having no bullshit going on. So, in Detroit, Ledge put up though the top tier podcast in Detroit though.
I would really hope that the other cities they done this, they kind of change their protocol.
So we not gonna have protocol when y'all come to Detroit. It's fuck us though. Y'all motherfuckers can get sick and die.
Let's just say that in Detroit, let's just say in Detroit they checked them. So if they did, I'm happy. What I'm saying is I hope that along the way they started to increase protocol. You know what I'm saying? But
I say, okay, Ledge, I'm waiting on your response because Rita asked, did y'all get tested?
Do you remember when John might have had COVID during Summer Madness and him and Ill Will was canceled? Gnome and him and Ill Will was canceled, and the whole culture was like, just cancel Gnome. But then a week later, Gates of the Garden throws an event. You had to tell Gates of the Garden to cancel their culture. You didn't tell them to cancel the event. And I know for a fact they don't have on-site testing facilities, all right? I know for a fact. So,
when I do this female panel come Saturday, I'm leaving right away, and I have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Listen, man, I don't want to.
I'm quarantined for 2 weeks.
I don't want to get
because I don't want my dad's. I gotta respect my dad right now. You know what I'm saying? My daddy's 73. Well, he just turned 74. He old as shit.
Top tier says not a full test, but they check to see if he has symptoms.
I'm not about to do that to my daddy.
You know what, Top tier? I'm gonna leave that alone as well. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it alone. All right. I didn't want to get into the COVID protocol.
Get my daddy sick.
I don't want to get into the COVID protocol talks because then it opens a whole rabbit hole of things that I just didn't want to open.
Chill.
But sticking to the
y'all just be safe out there. I'm not trying to judge nobody, but we got to be smart, y'all. All right, just be safe, okay?
Let's move on, Cece. Let's move on. Speaking of the Fade event, though, we still don't know the rest of the card. I see Clone tweeting that he might be on the card. A-Ward asking for some smoke. Yoshi G tagged Lady Caution, said let's do it over here. So what other battles do you guys want to see on Fade? Let's talk about it.
Susan Floyd said natural selection.
Get it together, man. You're professional. What's happening here?
Y'all know if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, CC doing too much.
That's good to hear, TTP. It's good to hear.
I haven't been diagnosed with anything. Got checkups. I will say
though, the COVID alarmed me when we had all of those protests over the summer, and there wasn't a major spike in cases. I'm like, wait, how are people protesting all over the country, congregating hundreds of thousands of people, but there was no spike?
Well, I know Columbus, we was doing a lot of protests, and right. I was out there giving out masks.
Right. So
out of my own money. I was giving all the young folks. Young folks don't give a fuck. So
look,
I was like,
be safe. Always just take accountability of yourself. But I don't know if life ultimately stops revolving because of this. Because there's ways around it. But What other battles do you guys want to see on Fade 3, man? Let's talk about it, man.
I seen Clone. Seen somebody said fuck it, a Briz sighting. Somebody's saying next topic, Loso versus Briz, so we can get his revenge. All vet battles. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Music Master. Mm-hmm. A-Ward versus Deuce. Cortez versus Clone. Cortez versus question marks. Frack.
Yo, I'll be honest. I need Clone versus A-Ward. That's what I need. I needs that.
Ooh, Loso versus Mac.
I'm not mad at Loso versus Mac. I'm not mad at that neither.
Frack versus Cortez.
Lil Reggie says
Wolf versus Briz. That's not going to happen.
Lil Reggie says I bet you need that. Yo, Lil Reggie, A-Ward is fire, man, and Clone is fire too. What is wrong with this? That's a good match. Inject that one in my veins. I need that match. I text John personally. I said, John, book Ward and Clone, man. We need that. Miss Marla says Henny Man versus A-Ward. Don't do that to Henny Man. He doesn't stand a chance against A-Ward.
Ghost versus Ghost said damn. Ghost had one.
And Henny's my man. Henny's my man, but
I mean A-Ward, that would be his man. If he could beat A-Ward, he might look. Henny, you might want to come back to battle rapping full time.
If Henny Man was to beat A-Ward, if Henny Man was to beat A-Ward, he could just stop blogging and just get back into battle rap.
Right. You need to get back. You are wasting time with blogging. You need to get back in the ring.
Snoop says Clone versus Saint. Something about the voices there that I don't want to see. Like Saint's just so like this high pitched, light, young voice, and Clone's got this deep growl and aggression. Like it just, I don't know. I don't want to see it.
Do I smell some hateration? That sounds like some hate.
I smell something burning. I don't think Saint wants that smoke.
You get that hate out your heart for Saint. What's up with you?
I like Saint. I just don't think Saint could be Clone. I'm sorry. I don't think Saint could be Clone. I don't think so.
That young man won $50,000 and you up here talking about, I ain't trying to hear his high-pitched voice. What?
Oh, brother.
He does not have a high-pitched voice.
I guess.
He's projecting.
Compared to Clone.
He projects when he raps. You see, he's been on our show, 2-3 times?
More than that.
Shoot. He be, chill with it. He got that Cali chill talk. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I can't do one. But, we got somebody going to come on the show that's always.
All facts.
So he can do all the Cali. I'm going to let him take it over when he pull up.
Yeah, I just sent Nico the link.
Yes. So since we stood NicoTV Voice of the West, he is going to be our guest for today. We like to have fun with y'all one-on-one a lot, but it's okay to have somebody pull up from time to time.
Top Tier says Loso and Clone have to be on there for the bullpen card of this magnitude. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Nico, look, me and Nico, we are two loud, fired up, light-skinned folk. Ledge, I see that he gives you a headache a lot. A lot of Fridays, I seen that he gives you a headache. I have already took my Advil, okay, pre-show, and I might be sounding like Easy. after this podcast because I can already hear the narratives, the hidden narratives.
Nico, we're waiting on you, Nico. The link has been sent out.
Yes, let's tell Nico to pull up. He can't. No, he's not gonna be late on this show.
We're gonna bring.
He said, "Turn your volume down." Yes, everybody. When Nico come, y'all might need to turn it. Y'all think I'm loud, and I know y'all be saying, "Dang, she loud as fuck." I know y'all be saying that when I be talking. I know y'all do. I've heard it all my life. Why are you yelling? I'm not yelling.
This is my inside voice.
Chantel, please use your inside voice. I'm not yelling.
This is my inside voice.
Go in the hallway. We don't, CC. Well, I appreciate that, CJC. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that just pulled up.
Hardcore Flavor says, will the fade card be 1 round or 3 battles? And I'm not even thank you for the prop. I'm not even mad at you asking that because John has pulled some sneaky stunts in the past, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 3 rounds because nobody wants to fucking see a 1 round.
We love Nico. Project Rico. We love Nico. We are fans.
Hell yeah,
I mean,
tier, so what?
But we love the fix on Fridays. I've been saying it. I think that Ledge and Nico, this is going to be y'all year. This is going to be y'all breakout year. Y'all going to really make some noise in the culture. Y'all got something good going on. Y'all are like the perfect duo. I really like Nico and Ledge. They do their thing. She. Okay. Hello, Nico. Can you hear us?
Yo, is the West in here?
Oh, God.
Is the West in the building?
Here we go.
All right. We have Mr. Nico, Mr. Voice of the West in the building. You can catch him on
let me share
West
now.
In here.
Get the West up in here.
You can catch him on the Friday Fix on Caffeine every Friday, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right? And the West Coast Discord that you have that I've heard such illustrious things about, notorious things about. Nico, welcome to the show, my brother.
What's going on with y'all? Appreciate you guys having me.
What's going on with you? How you doing?
I feel like you came here for smoke, and I just want to have fun.
It depends on who was sending it my way. I'm just here. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. But can I start off here real quick?
Take it over.
I think what you guys have done with the Let's Talk Battle Rap platform is amazing. You guys are a staple in the culture. I love the CPR stuff. It is the greatest thing to ever happen to the culture. It made these battlers actually take their craft a little more serious. And for some of these hidden characters, it got them the fuck up out of here. But with all that being said,
oh boy,
Brother France,
let's talk about it.
B-Dot and Geechee at 3 and 4? 3 and 4?
If you paid attention, if you paid attention, there was 6-2 votes for B-Dot. The 2 votes for B-Dot to be at 2 was Hennyman and myself. All right, so you're talking to a B-Dot number 2 support over here. Now the Geechee at number 4. I'll be honest. I think it's just voter fatigue on Geechee. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just voter fatigue on Geechee. But you gotta understand. I told Geechee Gotti this on Monday night directly to his face. Geechee, 2017 you were number 9. 18 and 19 you were number 1. 2020 you're number 4. After a 4-year run of battling once a month, what are you complaining about? This is something nobody else in the world can do. Like, I don't want to hear you complain.
Ooh, don't be complaining.
So Geechee, I'm not complaining. The West run. Listen, the West still run battle rap, so I'm not complaining.
No. This isn't to you. This isn't to you. This was to Geechee. I told Geechee, like, please wipe your West Coast tears. Like, you're the number 4 in the world after being a 2-time MVP. Like, I will be really happy. All right, I would be happy.
You got some people coming for you. Talk about run what?
Okay, so let's think about it. Like, so let's. Right, the best battle rapper for 2 out of the last 3 years was from the West. If you look at the rising stars in the culture, if you look at people who have arrived at top tier, you're looking at B-Dot, you're looking at Saint, you're looking at Jada Nightwing. I can keep going on. You still got Danny Myers, Nitty is still there, powerful. Then you look at the new class of people who's on the come up, people like Nex, who just got onto the URL platform, was making noise. You got people like Real Name Brandon, who's not even on URL or any of these big leagues, making noise. Just locally here in the West. I could go through the whole entire list. If you have 6 out of 20 battlers from one region, how does your region not run it? I'm trying to figure it out. We're talking about from one region and 5 of them, let me see, about 4 or 5 of them off in the same state. So what are we talking?
Well, how about this? Performance of the year went to Daylight, West. Battle of the year, Daylight and Tay-Rock, West. And the runner-up was B-Dot and Saga, still West. I've been saying this for years, Nico. The West runs battle rap. Guys in the West Coast, wipe your tears, all right? You have a 2-time MVP. You have MVP runner-ups. You have all-time greats. You have up-and-comers that are talented. Like, you guys have everything in the world. Why are you guys complaining?
It ain't enough. It's not enough. We were shut out for almost 10 years. We finally getting our praise now. We want it all. We want everything.
And you arguably got Geechee Gotti with the Riot, making noise. Putting in a lot more work than some of these other leagues. I mean, damn. And we love the Riot. We shout out the Riot. about the writing. We watched the writing. What more do y'all want?
Want everything. Look, I say it like this, right? Going into the Champion of the Year discussion, I watched the entire thing. It was beautifully done. Everything was great. I know y'all was in there for hours, so I can't even be mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I get mad at my Discord when I be in there for 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. I already know how it is. Get a little fatigued in there, so I get it. My only issues really was with B-Dot not being at least number 2. I actually had him being Champion of the Year. I had my argument for him over Chilla. But clearly I had him over Sean. And I also had an argument. I had a argument, which can be defeated, but I had an argument to put Geechee over Shine, which is kind of nitpicky. You put 3 or 4, whichever one. Ill Will, I thought, was where he should have been. Jada Nightwing being in the top 10, that's a win in itself, because this time last year, nobody even thought Jada Nightwing was one of the better rookies. I disagree with what somebody said on the panel. They said Jada Nightwing was like a shoe-in when the tournament started. He was not a shoe-in. He was coming off of getting 30 by Ace the last time he was on URL, and nobody thought he was capable of getting through a battle without choking. So that tournament really is what revived his career. So the fact that he's in the top 10 after nobody checking for him is powerful to me.
That's the revision.
So I really didn't have too much of an issue. Just outside, I thought B-Dot should have at least been number 2.
You talking,
the 2
Nico.
biggest battlers were Chilla and B-Dot. Let's be honest. They literally were the storyline of the entire year. Those 2.
Yeah, no,
Shine was being Shine.
You're right, 100%. I think that's the revisionist history on Jada Nightwing. Everybody think that he was supposed to be there, and it's like, it's not true, bro. But at the beginning of Ultimate Madness, we wasn't confident he could get through 4 rounds without choking, and he did that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you're right, B-Dot and Chilla were like the stories of the whole year. It's weird. It's almost like college football rankings. Like, B-Dot losing to Chilla somehow knocked him out of 1st place to 3rd place. And I feel B-Dot. He's like, yo, don't let one round take away my entire body of work for the year. So, like, the only problem was that one round you lost to was a guy in the race with you. Like, that's the only thing, because on paper, you do have a better case than Chilla. You really genuinely do. You bring new nails into your round, and then it all goes downhill.
So let me ask you this question, because this was my argument for B-Dot over Chilla. I get that in the setup.
Don't laugh.
The consensus had Chilla, I think it was like, 56-44, something close. It wasn't crazy, but it was something within close range. So my question to you is, because I have him losing this to Real Sick. I kind of have Real Sick kind of clear over Chilla.
It's not clear, but I have him beating Chilla too, by the way. It's not clear.
So my thing is, where do you, because those are the only blemishes on their entire year. So I rate B-Dot taking a close loss to Chilla. That's not as bad as you taking a close loss to Sick. You're supposed to, and we know Real Sick is talented, and he's skill-wise, he can hang with anybody, but we're just saying, if you're going in there to battle a rookie, you're supposed to sit them down. You're supposed to sit them down. So to me, I'm looking at it like I'm nitpicking that L. We got to compare the L's now.
That's not an L.
No. I get what you're saying. If you want to be technical and start making a record to it, right? But I asked everybody, like, yo, do you consider that a downplay to his stock or not, because he had a debatable with a rookie? But the thing is, with rookies versus vets, there's 2 scenarios with them, right? Either the rookie levels up and you create a classic, or you steamroll and body the rookie, right? Or you could be a Cortez and lose to the rookie clearly and then just fucking take a break, right? Those are the 3 options with rookies versus vet. They got the best possible option, which is creating a classic. It might have hurt his case because some people have him losing, but he stood in front of some incredible material all year long. Twerk's first against him, Geechee second against him. Lord have mercy the way Geechee talked to him on that roof. Real Sick third when he told him how you a kingpin when you don't stand in front of your writtens. Like, he stood in front of some of the best material all year long, and arguably won all those battles too. While, you know, like the problem with Shine was like he was winning, but didn't stand in front of any real people that was punching him. So then you can't go back to say, oh, well, look at Real Sick. He got real competitive with him. They're like, well, that exact same argument, we're using it against Shine, that his opponents wasn't competitive with him. So which one is it?
So the one reason why, and this is exactly why I didn't have a problem with Chilla winning, is because his argument for Champion of the Year is the same thing as Geechee's argument the last 2 years. You were really good and your opponents were all on their A game. Right. Debatables across the board, but a good schedule. You were good. Your opponents were good. Sometimes both of you were great. And you gave us a complete year that started with Chilla battling Twerk, which I think a lot of people forget about that battle. That was actually a pretty good battle.
Really good battle.
To start the year off. So he maintained that the entire year. His opponents gave him their A game. So I'm not really mad at Chilla. If anybody were to win, Not mad at Chilla Jones getting it. I did have B-Dot going in. The lowest I would have put him is 2, and then I probably would have been nitpicking with Gotti over Shine. But that's how I had it. I had it.
Hey, look, I was with you, man. I want to beat at 2 as well. That my vote was for beat at 2. We lost 6-2 in that room, but I agree. Beat had a more impactful. He was more valuable to 2020 than Shine was. It's just that simple. But I will say we gotta respect Shine's dominance. Like, I don't want that to get lost because like there's no way you're beating your opponents clearly and that's somehow your fault. And that's how everybody kind of makes it seem. You know what I mean?
But here would be my reason why, and I can nitpick at Shine a little bit. I heard Anwar kept his main point was dominance, but you're only dominant in one particular category, which is you just won the battle. If we're talking about your quality of performance, sometimes you play down to the level of your opponent that showed up.
Yeah.
So your performance,
Shine had 2 okay battles.
Yeah, like when they came to that performance category, I would have edged B-Dot over Shine performance-wise because B-Dot never slacked in any battle that he had except for that Chilla battle. But I could point out at least 2 out of the 4 battles from Shine where he was not stellar performance-wise. You know what I'm saying? That's at least 6 rounds of work I could go ahead and look at from Shine. So that would have been my argument for B-Dot over Shine is just when you say dominance, it's only really in one category because I don't feel like he was dominant anywhere else except for, okay, he just won the battle. Which is still powerful.
No, yeah. I mean, like, being able to really say, I haven't lost a round all year, and it's actually, like, you can really say, like, no, that is kind of true. That's a really powerful sentence to say. Like, I just feel like that kind of got lost in the sauce because, like, you have battle rappers saying on Monday night, talking to the panelists, like, debatables are better than clear 30s. And I'm like, are you sure? Make sure you remember this because if you get a clear 30 down the line, I don't want you to get upset when we downplay it. You know what I mean?
I kind of agree with it, but it's the kind of 30. Like, this is the 30 to me.
And real quick, Trey, I agree. I was saying that, Trey, that I thought Shine lost rounds too. I don't think Shine is undefeated all year long. You know what I mean? But they wasn't trying to hear it. Go ahead, Nico.
I think this is the type of 30 that I would agree with. If it's a JC versus Chef Trez situation. I thought Chef Trez was really good all 3 rounds when he battled JC. JC just edged him out every round.
Right.
So that's like a 30. You won every round. You got him every single round, but it's a good quality 30. So we can gauge how good you were by how much you had to fight for that win. When you don't really have to fight for a dub, if I'm boxing somebody and their hands are down and they're behind their back and I just get the open swing, okay, I'm going to knock you down a few times. But if somebody's actually swinging back at you and you got to play some defense, you got to get into a different bag, that counts. So it's not to really take away from Shine. He's great, but at the same time, how do I gauge how great you were?
Yeah.
After your time, nobody really fought back.
Well, one of your co-hosts on your radio show, Dev, he in the chat. Shout out to Dev.
Shout out to Kill Your Cat Radio up in the building.
Mm-hmm. He said he don't agree with that narrative. He think that's a hidden narrative that, because the rookies do a little bit better with the vets that, it don't be counting. Or is that what you said, Dev?
So
you were saying something to the narrative that, like, if they do better, or if they win their battles versus the rookies, it don't count.
Yeah, I'm going to address that right now. 2 things. I seen Rita ask in the chat, where did the fans vote Shine? Ironically, the fan vote had Chilla 1, Shine 2, Dot 3. So we came to the same consensus as the crowd-funded fan vote, which I at least think that's interesting. Like, there's no way we come up with the exact same thing that they're thinking. It's not by coincidence.
That's
right?
rare.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I think people kind of forgot too. Like, oh shit, the fans also had Shine at 2. It wasn't just these people in the room. And for Dev, they say like when the rookies make a debatable, it's in the favor of the rookies. I still don't agree with that because the vet has such a bigger fan base. When they go toe to toe, statistically, votes, polls, and consensus, they still favor the vet. Chilla and Sick is like knit tight, but Chilla's winning on the app and he's winning all the polls I've seen and all the data I've seen him in. JC and Chaos knit tight. I have Chaos edging it, but JC's still winning statistically. So I feel like the vet has to really actually be knocked out to lose the battle. When it's debatable, the vet still kind of walks away with the win because they have a bigger audience.
So Dev just said rookies were supposed to die. Now they're kicking they asses.
But I think, they're supposed to die, like, because even I said this a few minutes ago, but like the narrative of from a fan's perspective is if you're labeled rookie, a rookie should never come into the league and dominate in the game versus LeBron. They should never just come in the league and just dominate over Kevin Durant or whoever's at their position. They should just not dominate. You know what I'm saying? It should be a certain curve. Zion shouldn't just be able to come in the league and he's 30 points, 25 rebounds a game over every other. You know what I'm saying? That would be like the fan perspective. Like that's the visual. But I think more so with the rookies is nobody ever questions skill set. Because just calling somebody a rookie, that's just a definition URL put out there so they, you know what I'm saying, for where their ranking is within their own brand. Easy, the Black Captain been rapping 7 years. You can't tell me he's a rookie rap-wise. He's been around long enough where he's a lot more
just a rookie to the league. Just a rookie to the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to me personally, I don't feel like they were supposed to die, but I do feel like the vets, the way that it was set up, when you have rookies versus vets, rookie's job, show that you can hang. The vet's job, show that you still belong at the spot that you've been given. And I feel like some of the vets didn't, and some of the vets did. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the rookies were ever at a disadvantage for real, where they're supposed to die. I don't agree with that.
Top tier posse. I reading Dev's questions. Didn't Next just smoke him?
Yikes.
Damn.
Thank you for the props, Halo. Thank you for the props. But yeah,
we appreciate you, Dad, for being in the building. But damn, Ledge.
I feel like when you set these high pressures, like the vet's supposed to kill the rookie, and it's like, then what value do you give to the vet? Because if the vet's supposed to kill you, he kills you. He did what he's supposed to do. He literally gains nothing from it. You can't devalue the vet all the way when you're the one getting the opportunity. It's your job to show that you belong on this level. It's his job to show you that there is levels. And if you guys come together to create good content together, yeah, both walk away winning. Because the vet raised your ceiling and you showed you belong. I don't know. It's more valuable of a situation than I think.
Yeah, I don't think because I just think about all the battlers who came into URL for the first time. Would you consider them rookies? Like B-Dot when he battled Emerson Kennedy, he was going viral every single battle, having a round that was better than everybody else in the culture except for maybe Lux.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gonna call him a rookie, but he's clearly just as skilled as anybody else. I mean, I look at Geechee, for instance. He went from you did a PG to his very next battle was on King of the Dot, battling Saint. His next battle after that was Danny, and then he gets back on URL, Stewie Newton, Gluezy, then straight to the main stage versus Ab. That's in a year. Would you say he's just some rookie? Like, no, he obviously there's something different there. So just the rookie is just a tagline that they use within the league. Rum Nitty never did a PG. Would you have called him a rookie when he battled Av? He had already had work prior to that. So I don't know. The rookie narrative is just like your ranking within that particular league, but it doesn't mean that you can't get busy.
That's a fact. Before we move on to any other topics, is there any other gripes you have on the Champion of the Year chat?
Talk your shit, Nico, because I don't want to hear it. I ain't trying to see you on no timeline. I ain't trying to see you tomorrow on Land Show for the fix talking your ish. When somebody be like, "Oh, talk about your time on Let's Talk About
I'm definitely going crazy tomorrow.
I don't want to hear no shit.
I know some of y'all are accustomed to seeing Nico just be wilding and talking crazy to the ledge. You'll see that tomorrow. I'm a little more calm right now, but I think the Saint at 18, I understand it because the championship battle happened this year. But when you got it was a consensus in the room, tournament wins should matter, right? It should matter more than just a casual battle.
I agree.
So to me, I felt like the quality of opponent was getting nitpicked too much when I'm hearing from everybody is it's a tournament, it should matter more. But then the opponent kept getting nitpicked because in my mind, if we're going back to Ultimate Madness 1, none of them were who they are right now. So if Jay beat Sick or if Fonz beat somebody, whoever they beat at that time, they weren't who they are now.
That's a good point.
They were who they were going into the tournament. So that can't be looked at as powerful at that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put it in the lens of when it happened. I'm looking at Saint. He went through RX, who I think is one of the rising stars in terms of female battle rap.
I love her. Yes.
Active, I know a lot of people can't stand Active. I know a lot of people, they be talking crazy about him. But look, he is a veteran for a reason. And he done got a lot of people in the West Coast. He done got a lot of people out of here. Some people who y'all see right now who's popping. So got to give him respect on that. I look at it so severe. That's another solid opponent. And then Diz. But this is all in a matter of a tournament. If this was just random matchups wherever, okay, cool. But you're talking about in a tournament setting, it got to account for more. So that would be my only reason why I would have put Saint higher. I don't know where exactly. I think right in the same range as like Real Sick and Kid Chaos, somewhere in that range. I probably would have said just a little bit higher.
I think it's as simple as this. I'm not gonna lie. I think Saint's run got a little overrated and Mars' run got a little underrated because Mars' run was crazy. But no disrespect to RX. It's my sister. I love her. She's not that strong of an opponent. No disrespect to Active. He's not that good. So severe.
Where my West hat at right now? Where's my West hat at right now? Not a good opponent.
both active NRX choked, bro. Like I don't know how much credit I'm gonna give those 2 rounds to. I don't know.
At one time, you would have said Saint would choke in certain battles because he had that issue years back. It doesn't matter if you have that narrative going. It doesn't matter. RX is still a good opponent. Did you forget it?
So Severe is so Severe a top 40 battle rapper in this world? Is he a top 50 battle rapper? So Severe is not that good.
I mean, he had tournament wins. According to y'all, that should account for a lot.
And he lost the fan vote every step of the way. So every single battle, nobody was gonna vote for him by the fan vote. All right. So I mean, Saint walked in there already with a vote to his name. The disaster win, I can't take it away from him. The disaster win was humongous. This win was humongous. Even though everybody in the world hated disaster. Everybody in the world hated disaster. It was a huge win. Passing of the guards. The torch was passed. Saint, this now belongs to you. Disaster win was huge. But Marv had competitors all the way. Like Times was the young Detroit overachiever that's like talented. Like, oh, who is this guy? Diving in the dirt. Sharon. I know you don't like Sharon, but you got to respect him as a competitor. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Excel.
Don't do that, face.
Excel. Good pen. Good lyricist. Like
Sharon.
That's what we're talking about.
We're having a debate about strength, and you bring up Sharon? Yes. Hey guys, I'm a white boy that went into a tournament to win. Yeah, that's who you bring up, Sharon? We bringing up Sharon. No, that's not enough. Shout out to Sharon. You know what I'm saying? But he took 2 L's back to back.
Let me ask you a question. The Sharon that battled Marv, was it not better than the disaster that battled Saint? Think wisely. That disaster also messed up in a round, so that's a round automatically.
Gosh, I think but this is another thing.
so then Saint battles a West Coast gauntlet, and none of them complete 3 perfect rounds. Like,
but see, here's an element that's missing, and I feel like Henny said this, and I agree. That's like especially the active battle, because I was there in the building. That was, I don't know what it looked like on camera in the building. That was a dog fight. Like, I'm like, where the hell is this active in the last couple? Like, where was this? Where he been at? Like,
dog fight to the 3rd round, right? When he couldn't remember the rest of his rhymes.
Listen, it was a fight. Well, I can say the same thing about a couple of battles that happened in that tournament where somebody was powerful up until the 3rd. You know what I'm saying? But if I can't nitpick Sharon and Diz, because Sharon to me, no, I don't. I think it's equal. I think it's about equal. You want to know why I'm going to say it's about equal? And I'm going to use the fans' narrative against them. Y'all said Disaster had this tournament rigged. Disaster going to the finals. Nobody's going to beat Diz. Diz is unstoppable. He's just going to let everybody lose so he can win. So how does he lose clearly to Saint? That's a whole different degree of difficulty in my opinion.
Because y'all know y'all had to do it right. First round, y'all thought y'all was gonna get that through customs, and it didn't get through customs. That's what that was. Y'all know y'all was not about to
Nico, you know what I don't like?
That's why.
You know what I don't like? Just in general. I don't like when there's a battle rapper that fans critique so heavily, like they hate him, that, oh, he's trash, I'm not a fan, he's whack, like Disaster and Cortez. But all of a sudden, beating them means the world to people, because I'm like, wait, hold on. Weeks ago, you guys were just telling me they sucked. Now beating him all of a sudden, like, is a big accomplishment, which I think it is.
I think Saint beating Active and Diz is powerful, because Henny said it. That's like a rite of passage. That's like the little homie battling with the big homies. Like, that's a big deal, because Active did not take Saint lightly. Now, whatever happened when he had his slip up and all that, you seen the energy with Active was clearly different than anything he had produced in a few battles. That energy was completely different. He was not trying to take an L to say so. He actually gave him a challenge in that battle. I know the narrative on him is not strong, but in that moment, in that battle, he came there to work. Diz, same thing. Y'all seen that energy in the face-off? That wasn't some fake energy. Diz did not think Saint was, He's like, you ain't ready. I'm over here. We in the same crew, but I'm Diz. I'm a pioneer. I'm arguably Mount Rushmore to some people. Who are you? Like, you ain't there yet. So I feel like Saint really had to go through, I'm going to say a gauntlet, but I feel like he did have some challenges along the way. Yes, he did have like a So Severe battle that, okay, you can say So Severe wasn't winning no battles, fan vote wise, and he wasn't really the strongest opponent. But I'm still saying in the basis of the narrative, tournaments should matter more. The quality of opponent can't be penalized as much because the tournament, the quality of opponent, okay, it's a little lower. The tournament should bring him right back up. That was my only narrative on how I was looking at it, was if you're saying tournament opponents matter more, then it should balance out the quality to a certain extent.
I'm just writing this down. Listen, I'm writing down everything everybody's saying to critique it because I'm going to keep the receipts. I am a receipt generator.
Well, right? I love receipts.
So, it probably would have helped too. Shout out to Snoop for saying it. If King of the Dot would have dropped those battles before the panel,
that's a fair,
so they could have reviewed those battles to make sure they wasn't overlooking or being, just
that's a fair
out of sight, out of mind.
They missed
so y'all need to go talk to, shout out to Organic. It's always been love on my end, but I feel like, he need to drop them battles soon. I don't know where they is.
That Diz and Frack battle, if they had dropped it the day after that happened or the day or whatever, that would have been at least at 2-3 million views. Diz name alone would have got that into the millions. And that the situation with everybody wanting to see what was going on, that would have had millions on it. Like, I felt like they missed an opportunity with that one in particular. And then there's a lot of other battles that I felt like in that tournament were really good. I had a couple of them in my top 20 for the year. So
yeah, I thought that tournament overall was successful.
I know this ain't. Shout out to Ben in here, Ben Sway. I know you ain't calling me biased. I know you're not starting. Cut it out, Ben.
Ben is definitely battle rappers. Ben, you can't call nobody out biased for.
All right, Nico. Let's stay to the West because you are the representative. You are the voice of the West. Nobody has the West media unlocked like yourself. Coffee Brown has one of the toughest assignments in the world, battling JC this weekend and then T-Top the following weekend, back-to-back. Only 3 other battle rappers have ever battled JC and Top in the same year. That's Cortez, Geechee Gotti, and Iron Solomon. So she is in the class of a lot of elite names trying to complete this task. What do you think is Coffee's chances of winning back-to-back?
Are we allowed the card she battled JC? Are we allowed to say that here? I don't know.
No. We're not. We don't say the name. We don't say the name.
Oh, okay. I just okay. So
I knew you was about to let it fly.
I almost did. I thought better of it. I thought I had to ask first.
Dev says we ain't rocking with Coffee. Dev says we ain't rocking with Coffee. Coffee is trash, says Dev. Wow.
Dev, is it really?
Dev, you need to cut out. First of all, I have Coffee winning both these battles. Personally, I got Coffee winning both these battles. I do. For one, is JC 3 or 1? 3 rounds or 1 round?
It's a 1-rounder.
It's a 1-rounder. So unless somebody dies, normally 1-round battles are always debatable.
Okay.
For the most part, normally they're debatable unless somebody is just clearly losing. And I've seen Coffee in enough battles with competition. She battled Danny Myers and arguably beat Danny. You can get in there with the bar guy, and at that time, that was Coffee in her first year of battling, period. You can stand in there with Danny Myers for 3 rounds and come out of there arguably winning a battle. I have no issues with you going in there versus JC. No issues at all. So JC, I feel like she's going to get that one. And then T-Top, I feel like a lot of people are hyping up T-Top's ability to angle, and I feel like they're overlooking the fact that in a Kings versus Queens setting, when these queens get to barking on the Kings, it looks different. Looks a lot different. Certain angles that you wouldn't think are powerful become ×2 in that room. It happens. It happened at the last Kings versus Queens event. It happens. So I got Coffee beating JC, and then I got her 2-1 in a competitive battle versus T-Top. I just don't think T-Top for 3 rounds is going to be able to angle his way out of what she's about to bring to the table. I don't see it.
But she's
real quick, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to just read the chat real quick. So people are saying, rest in peace, Coffee. Best of luck to Coffee, says Sue Surf Lawyer. Tata says, let's go, Coffee. Snoop says, Nico, stop drinking all that coffee. Top Tier Pod says, Top's about to angle everything in the West, including you, Nico. Bubba Quan says,
he don't want that smoke with me. Don't bring me up. I actually got battles. I smoke. Don't do that.
Stand Down says that the Geechee kicked Coffee out out the mafia. Rico says coffee's trash. Dev says, man, y'all hate the West. Dave 11 says this is a disgrace. Listen, I want to say this, CC, I'm throwing the mic to you, but a lot of people don't believe Coffee can do this. So if Coffee does it, I don't want y'all to turn around and downplay it, because all y'all didn't think it was possible, right, CC? Anything's possible.
Anything's possible, because we seen him with Vixen last year. Definitely want to say something, because Dev said we said what he said incorrectly. He was trying to say y'all can't call Coffee trash.
Okay,
that's what he was trying to say. So
okay.
I don't start no shit. We ain't here trying to start no gossip.
Dev,
so
use commas and use your grammar correctly. That's what happens.
Oh damn! But well, they go. I mean, this is the thing though. Like we've said it a couple of times on the podcast, Nico. If Coffee was to pull it off, and I know that this is a big feat, she actually has less time compared to Vixen, who got EK way before she knew she was going to have Loso, and now she had 10 days to get ready for Loso still. If she was to pull it off, do you see her being a number one woman in battle rap right now?
She would have to be. At this point right now, she would have to be. Because you're talking about, I don't think outside of Vixen, she's the only other person who would have enough battles to say, okay, I have at least another battle to contend with Coffee. Most of them are only going to have, this going to be their first battle of the year. So I'll say early on right now, her and Vixen will be neck and neck. And they've already battled, so it's not like you can get a tiebreaker battle and have them battle each other. But I think Coffee would be in the, you're talking about JC and T-Top in a week. You win both those battles, you have to be number, like, come on now. That's like, that's unheard of to a point. In a week.
Now on the flip side, let's say she doesn't lose too bad to JC. Scenarios. But let's say that she gets done bad in front of T-Top, because we still know, even though T-Top kind of been on the decline as far as, some people got him losing, arguably, to B-Dot, and some people got him losing to Easy, okay? But let's say he come back and do Coffee dirty, angle her really bad, make her look really, really stupid. Okay, what you gonna say, Nico? What you gonna say? Because we all gonna look for you.
You're gonna look for me. My advice is the same thing you do when you try to create a new batch of coffee. Change the filter and try it again. Listen, I don't know what. Listen, she died at T-Top. That'll be bad, because I know people try to like downplay Kings versus Queens battle. These battles are actually very powerful. Like, if you don't believe me, Vixen, in my opinion, caught a 30 on DNA. People try to make it closer now after the fact, but in the moment, I had to be in a 30. That catapulted her to the top of the list off of that one right there. Arsenal was supposed to get 30 by official. He got in there and cooked her. So these battles mean something, and you get a whole different type of energy in those battles. Look at KCJ and Swamp. She sat him down. He was not supposed to be battling Swave Sever. His next battle was supposed to be a T-Top. She sat him down and made him have to reprove himself. These battles have a lot of impact associated with them. Look at Surf. I think Surf is one of the greatest battlers of all time. But 40 bars made this dude Stephen A. Surf. He's out of there. I'm saying these battles hold a lot of impact. So if he were to body Coffee, that would be crazy. I don't see it happening. But if he did, yikes.
Like Easy said, commentate how many dudes you done died to, and commentate how 40 bars fucking fried you. Ugh.
But to me, I feel like Coffee in that, she showed me something versus Miss Miami. Yeah. I know that battle got the way it happened and all that.
But her second round for Miss Miami though.
I'm saying that's the next level, because she started breaking her down, but punching with the breakdown. And she's very creative and intricate with some of those punches. If she can do that, there's a lot to talk about with T-Top. And there's a lot of angles that I think Geechee brought up a particular angle in the 2-on-2 when he mentioned the situation with T-Top. I don't know how Coffee, if she brought it up, that's a perspective that I would be willing to hear. Okay, let me hear somebody else's perspective. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's certain angles you can attack at. The whole baby mama angle, I mean, shit, this is Kings versus Queens. I could get to talk to you about your choices and how you upped up in this situation. Oh, there's a lot. It's a lot to digest in that.
Okay, Okay, that's a fair point. T-Top got some angles he gonna have to make sure he can deflect and, be ready for. But let's talk about Yoshi though. I'm kind of ready to talk about Yoshi. I feel like we kind of knew you was gonna say those things,
The West is strong.
The West is strong. I know you're not gonna go against your West. I know you're not gonna go up against the West. I know this, but we see a lot of people taking shots at Yoshi. A lot of people are asking for Yoshi. A lot of people want to battle Yoshi. And there's been some, a lot of these ladies got Yoshi in their mouth and not in a positive light either. Mm-hmm. So talk about it. How you feel about Yoshi and where she stands in battle rap right now?
I think Yoshi's fire. And I commend Yoshi for doing something that it seems like some other ladies still are taking issue with. And that's just being yourself. What I mean by that is I don't think Yoshi is the only one who thinks or, talks like how she talks in battles and how she's very open about what she be doing and how she be getting down. I'm not ignorant to think that there's other ladies who are just like that. They probably just don't want to bring it up because they want to be viewed in a certain light. Yoshi's like, no, this is me. And I'm going to talk about it and y'all just going to accept it. Y'all going to accept me. I remember when it first happened, people was like, oh, look at her. She's doing this for clickbait. Oh, no, this is who she is. She done did this every single battle and she's starting to really bark on people with that. You seen how she did Tori Doe, and that was a battle we did not expect to go that direction. So to me personally, I fuck with Yoshi heavy. I love what she's doing. I would have loved to have seen her on this card. I know there was a B-Dot matchup out there. I would have loved to have seen her and B-Dot talk because I don't think B-Dot would have talked to her the way that people think he would talk to her. I think this would have been a B-Dot where we were like, wait a minute, who is this?
Would have been Toxic
B-Dot?
Toxic Dot.
Oh yeah, he said not every black woman is a queen. That was aimed towards Yoshi. He would have got out of his, I love my black queens and Pan-African, we gotta stick together, we gotta love each other, we gotta up each other. He would have dragged.
But I think she
or thought he was gonna go in there and drag her ass.
There's a lot to talk to B-Dot about too from that perspective. If you remember years ago, I think this was 2016. This is supposed to happen. A card in the West, actually, Queen of the Ring.
Oh yeah, when B-Dot
was supposed to be West versus Queen of the Ring. And B-Dot was supposed to battle E Hart. We would have seen this already, because what he did versus Cortez, the whole approach, being flamed up and like switching the narrative from what was kind of okay, he's just conscious, he's just gonna be trying to be woke us to death, trying to get us all woke. No, he switched it up. He said back then that was gonna be for E Hart. Whoever was next was gonna get that bullet. And it didn't go down. So this actually been in the works for some time. I would love to see that battle. I don't know. Anybody versus Yoshi is interesting. I would like to just see her battle somebody. Like battle like a T-Top. Somebody with angles where it can be a good back and forth conversation.
T-Top called her out too.
I would love to see something like that. Yoshi's fire to me. Look at the West got all the most, I'm going to say all of them, but 3 of the most powerful ladies in the culture all from the West. I would say not even 3, 4 of them. COTY, RX, SO, Yoshi. Powerful. Powerful.
Name them.
All of them.
Name them.
RX, COTY, SO, Sistar, excuse me, I keep calling for that. Sistar Outspoken, and Yoshi. Powerful. That's 4 of them right there. Shout out to
some of them are not letting you rock with RX. Some of them are not allowing you to rock with RX in the chat.
Why can't rock with RX? Why?
I don't know. I'm just the messenger. Sister Outspoken is a reach. Says one.
A reach, one of the best battles. Well,
okay,
it was my opinion. One of the best battles last year featured Sister Outspoken.
It's about to be the West versus the Midwest right now because we got Vixen and Gaddis.
I'm talking. Listen, Gaddis is an established legend. I'm talking about on the come up, the new stars.
We got Vixen, and I love my ladies out the West, but I love Yoshi, but I don't think any of them ladies are gonna match her bar.
How much of on the come up? Hold on. How much of on the come up is Vixen gonna be? All right, Vixen and Lady Caution did a PG sparring session almost 9 years ago. They're not on the come up anymore. They're just now breaking through. But Vixen is fire. Vixen's all the way fire. I'm not gonna lie. Vixen's holding the Midwest down, and she might got the Midwest crown, Gaddis. I'm sorry, she might have that right now.
I don't know where Cheddar from. Where Cheddar from, y'all? Does somebody know?
I think she's from the Carolinas. I think.
She the South. She from the dirty South. Okay.
Hey, Laura, can we sue France for slander? It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Vixen's been around for 9 years. She's just now popped.
Okay.
Oh, Cheddar's from Ohio. Okay, I'm sorry. Cheddar's from Ohio.
Shout out to the ladies of battle rap, like the new stars. Like, you needed this. You needed new stars. You needed, even look at First Lady Flames. Like, we needed new ladies to come into the culture and reinvigorate this. We needed it.
Most of the new ladies are currently better than the top tiers. I've been saying this. Like, right now, pound for pound, they're better than 40, right? Official, she's vulnerable. They're better than E Heart right now. They're better than a lot of the top tiers. I'm sorry, they just are.
Yeah, but I rock with Yoshi. Getting back to the question, I definitely rock with Yoshi. I would like to see her on the next Kings versus Queens. I would have loved to have seen her on this one versus B-Dot. I thought that would have been a very interesting battle because I feel like the talking points, you would have got some of it, but I feel like you would have got a lot different than what most people think you would have heard. And I feel like it would have been a great conversation. So if they could get that rebooked, I would love to see it.
Dev, don't do that. Don't come up in here and slander the ladies, okay? Don't do that, Dev.
Because I don't know.
Don't do that, Dev, because if it was official versus Dev on the riot, I will be there front row and center to see her smoke you. Don't do that, Dev. Don't do that, Dev.
I see somebody say Chaos versus Yoshi.
Tata, I want to say this. Honestly, between Chaos, Vixen, Yoshi, and Flames, I think they're better than Hustle, Official, Heart, and 40. Right now, pound for pound, if you put those four head to head, I'm taking the newer generation. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
And I feel like it was needed for the new generation to come in and get the energy back because I think for a while the vets just kind of felt like their spot was solidified because nobody was applying pressure. There wasn't enough people to apply pressure. Right now, you have a whole roster worth of new talent that could really push y'all out the way if y'all don't start taking it serious and really get back in them old school bags. So the ladies, female battle rap is on fire right now. I love to see it.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Nico, let's bring up our last topic here. And a match was announced yesterday. JJDD versus Amin is going down on bullpen fade card in March. Interesting. This is going to be in a venue. There's tickets being sold. There's a whole conversation about COVID there. We're going to leave that alone. But let's just talk about John and Ace. We know Ace is a major underdog. What would a victory for Amin mean beating JJDD in Atlanta on bullpen?
Amin, hold on. Did I hear that Amin is a what in this battle?
Oh, come on. You have to admit he's the underdog. You're not going to convince me he's the favorite.
He's definitely not the favorite. Did you see?
I'm not saying he can't.
He should be the favorite. He should be the favorite. Listen, I'm just gonna say this right now.
Stone this man.
I'll get punched on. I got Amin 2-1 clear when this battle happens. I've been saying this
that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind you picking Ace. I might pick him too, but he's the underdog. There's no way around it.
In battle rap context, sure. But I don't think it like skill and all that. No, I got Ace 2-1 clear. I might mess around and go to that 30 minute. I might say it's not gonna be gentlemanly. It won't be a gentleman's 30, it'll be an aggressive 30. I don't know what kind of 30 you call it. I know Surf calls it a gentleman's 30. We got the gangster 30. I don't know what. I might go there. But right now, 2-1 clear, Ace Amin. Every person John has battled that has been on the come up, they always say he sits them down. There's one thing that they all had in common, which they don't have in common with Ace. They had nothing to talk to John about outside of, where I'm at, my stock, where your stock is at, and now I'm just going to try and create some creative bars. This is the first time John since the Hollow battle has had a personal narrative outside the ring, and now he getting in the ring to go ahead and talk about it. Ace has a lot of ammo to cook with, and I do not see
that's true.
John stand. I'm telling you right now, the best thing John did was book this in Atlanta. You needed a home game, because if this was anywhere else, I think it would get even darker. I'm gonna be honest. You did right by getting this at home. You needed this, because I got Ace winning clear. There's a lot to talk about, and I don't know what John is gonna counterwrite his angles towards Ace. I don't know. You're not just going to be able to bar your way out of it.
I'm glad I know your winner, and I'm not going to lie. Listen, the year of underdogs and anything is possible, I might pick Ace 2 against all logic, just because I feel like there might be an upset here. I just intuitively, I'm a Libra. Intuitively, I feel an upset's coming, so I'm gonna roll my guts, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But what would a victory mean for Ace? Like, if he beats John, like, what does this do for him?
I think battle rap wise, I think it does a lot. To me personally, I feel like the narrative on Ace is that he doesn't get through battles clean. And that's literally the only thing keeping him from being the best of his class right now. He gets through every battle clean. He doesn't get 30 by Swamp. They actually have a competitive battle. We don't know what we would have seen there. You know what I'm saying? We go into the Ultimate Madness tournament. I thought, you know what I'm saying, he had some slip-ups in there. I don't, 100% Ace, I think he'd be at the top of his class. I still argue for him at times to say he's still up there in the top 3, top 1 of his class. But the narrative is he can't get through rounds. So if he gets through 3 rounds versus John and he wins, you gotta start putting a little extra respect on his name, and he has to be put up there in that top 3 slot, no lower than 3 for his class. I'm talking about the real 6, the Kid Chaos, the Jada Knight. He has to be up there
after one
because
battle.
None of them have battled a John Adon caliber opponent. None of them, except for what? Let's say Lou Castro battled DNA.
Easy just battled T-Top, Real 6 battled Chilla.
Is T-Top up?
I think it gives him a big push to catch up. But I think there's still a margin between him and the game.
Yeah, he gotta do. We're not gonna just do. After one battle, you could just. Okay,
no, but CC, it's a big push though. It's a big push.
Nah, he got to put in a little bit more work after that.
CC, it is a big push though. Like if you were to beat John, it's like if it's a relay race. If you beat John, I can look back and I see Ace is catching up. It's like, oh, okay, I thought we blew past you. Oh, you're still in the relay with us.
He not blowing. No, and no. Like, no. I mean, some people just feel like, all you gotta do is win this one battle, and you just good. You just go past all.
No, we didn't say past. I'm saying he gets closer to being there, all of them.
Yeah, I see somebody in there saying that they feel like
But are you listening? We didn't say above. We said close too.
But who are you putting above Fonz?
No, I still put Fonz above him.
Cause Nico said 3. So who he passing?
Oh. That's a lot of.
I thought Nico said 3. I'm sorry.
I definitely said top 3. So then, who would you put in your top 3? Who's in the top 3 right now, out of that class? To me, it's Jay, Easy, and Sick.
Okay.
I'm about to say. Okay.
Yeah, he can't pass.
I'm ready to pack him up.
Okay, hold on. You clearly beat John Adon at his home.
Okay.
Who else has done that?
He's still not.
All these battles have been in safe situations. There's no home games. This is a literal home game that's gonna have a crowd, because you know Atlanta they don't care about COVID. Just don't exist out there. They don't care about no COVID.
Real quick, I want to address a message here. Harry says if you pick against John, you have no credibility. Harry, I think that's too bold to say, because we all know that John's more experienced. John knows how to win. It's actually the safe pick to pick John. If you want to be the bold person to go out the way to say Ace might get the upset, you might be right. You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of upsets already. Like, let's stop acting like upsets are not possible to happen. We've seen it happen.
You want to know something? If this was prior to 2020 and I picked Ace Amin over John, I said clear, you would have that point about credibility. You want to know why it changed in 2020? Because 2020 was the year of angles. And we've seen people like Holmesy, who got 30 by Ace to start the year, going to a tournament when nobody thought he was going to win. His chance of winning the tournament was like 1 or 2% going into it. He angled his way to 25K. And he angled his way with a lot of the same angles everybody else has used before. He just found a way to make it creative in his own way. And he angled his way to 25K. Angles are a major deal in a battle. It's to me, a great angle beats anything in battle rap. Angles beat anything. If it's really good or great angle, you can level the playing field to a point where you might not be a John Adon level. He might not be, but he has enough angles to use. And I think with his lyrical ability and his believability, he's going to be able to execute some of those angles where it's going to be like, that's a lot more powerful.
For what it's worth, John has 3 battles in Atlanta, against Charlie Clips on his league, against Chilla Jones on his league, and against Twerk. And I have him at least losing 2 out of those 3 in his backyard.
Clearly beat him.
So like I don't want to automatically say he's in Atlanta. It's a lock. Like it's not a lock. I've seen people lose in this city all the time.
Well, okay, but that Atlanta one, like we went to twerk, that was URL. So I could give you that. But on bullpen, it's a little more of a safer battle than say just battling him on neutral ground. You don't have your crowd. This is just neutral parties everywhere, and now it's just about the rap. You can say certain things in front of a bullpen crowd that you know is gonna get them. Oh, we're going crazy because you mentioned. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain references, certain things you can get through, and once you get that energy from the crowd,
it's a fair point, Harry. It's a fair point. It's a very fair point.
But I'm excited to see that battle. I know a lot of people have kind of been
listen, Harry, I just want to let you know I'm going against all logic. When I'm openly admitting I'm going against all logic and everything that makes sense, and I just want to see an upset. That's all. I am openly saying that. That's it. All right. Like Coffee beating JC and Top, I would love to see it. I would love to see it happen. I just want to see upsets. They make battle rap a little bit more entertaining.
Dang, they putting tombstones for Ace. Damn.
I say he said, okay, for saying Ace top 3. Here's the thing, though. I think a lot of being like a top battle rapper, and this is something that they said about Easy, branding is powerful when it comes to where you're ranked. Regardless of what y'all say about Surf, he chokes a lot, whatever. He's ranked as high as he is all time because of both what he's done in the ring, the moments he's given us, the all-time classics, and the outside the ring stuff that Surf does. That plays a part in your ranking. So that does play a part, if you like it or not, because you're gonna debate. Who's a better rapper, Real Sick or hey, that's preference. You're nitpicking. I'm saying that you got to look at both aspects. And Ace, he branded himself quite well outside that ring too. So he gets this dub. That sets his year off strong.
Look at Hardcore Flavor, CC, with the prop.
I see it. He got one for Coffee too.
And I want to say this one last thing about upsets. I think the beauty of upsets is when you look back at this person's career, you remember the storyline and dialogue of this moment. You know what I'm saying? If a brand new fan of battle rap comes a year later, right, and never seen a John or Ace battle, and watches Ace, and they're like, I like Ace way better than John. Of course he would beat John. No. That's not how it works. A year ago, nobody thought Ace could beat him. So when he beat him, this was drastic. This was major. Matter of fact, guys, 2015, Time Machine. When K-Shine battled A-Verb. You guys remember that face-off on Ultimate Madness when Verb made K-Shine look like a little boy? You remember that shit, CC? When Verb was little boy in K-Shine? Twice in both face-offs? And then
even in the slaughterhouse, they was going at it. It kind of got off in the slaughterhouse.
Yes. Yeah. And then Shine just had the 3 best rounds of his life. That actually might be his apex. That still might be his career high performance. And he beats a legend in A-Verb. Matter of fact, I went back to the game tapes. I went back to all the bloggers. Mickey Fax picked Verb. Jay Black dismissively picked Verb. He said, yo, Verb's gonna win. What are we doing here? Even Verb said in the crowd, who the fuck think I can't beat K-Shine in New York? And New York was like, yeah. And then K-Shine bodied them. Like, I watch that battle at least once a month. Because it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie. I do watch battles where Verb is getting smoked quite often whenever I need some entertainment, but that's another conversation entirely.
Oh yeah, Ledge, take him back. Ledge, is you still in the chat? Take him back.
Man, we all know Verb been a hidden character for a few years now. We ain't doing this.
So look, the point I'm saying is Verb got smoked in a battle that he was not supposed to get smoked in. So it made K-Shine's legacy. It did.
Thanks for your time, Nico.
Ever since that moment and on, K-Shine became who he was.
That's a fact. To me, I feel like it's a changing of the guard, man. Like last year proved and I seen John in this setting. I know it's versus Ill Will, who is a much better and higher ranked opponent than Ace. I'm not even comparing skill set or ranking or nothing. I'm saying I'm watching what John did in this setting. He's only given us one good round in this setting. I'm not talking about a solid round, a decent round. I'm talking about a good round. 1 out of 3. That's something to look at.
One more Time Machine that changed everything. This was really back for everybody that remembers this one. If you don't, I'll paint the picture for you. Grind Time. when Ilmac battled Conceited. Conceited was
I remember that.
Conceited was the guy from the jungle, the punchliner. We don't know if a punchliner can win battles yet. And Ilmac is the white savior. This is Jean Short Nation capital, all right? This is where all the white guys from the WRCs are just so excited. Ilmac is their god and savior. And Conceited bodied Ilmac. It changed Conceited's career forever. He wasn't supposed to do that.
I don't even think y'all understand. Like, that might be the greatest leap in the history of that. Like, y'all don't understand. Conceited literally went from text battles online. Like, I don't know if y'all remember the online text battles on the website. Yeah. I used to be on there. Listen to shit. He went from text battles to battling on the jungle. 2 battles. Went directly to Ilmac, who was literally the champion of the whole shit. He was the pinnacle at that time. That's even greater than Ace going to jail. There's never been anything like that. He literally cleared him every round. Like, he literally cleared him. So that's...
Well, Reggie's not happy.
That's
Reggie
crazy.
said, this is you and your people's France. Bagel said, the white savior France, talking like Jesse Lee Patterson.
You said Ilmac battled Hollow the same day. Yeah, but he battled Khan first. He didn't think Khan was somebody he had to worry about, and it ended up being the thing that woke him up because he was not ready for that. You can even look at that battle. Like, he was shocked. He's like, what the hell? What's this?
Hello.
So I'm just saying, man, upsets are going to happen, man. And I feel like even last year, they showed you, man, it's a different environment. This is a different time. And nothing helps a battle rapper prepare more than motivation. And Ace has plenty of motivation to prep 3 strong rounds. If you're not motivated to prep 3 full strong rounds for this battle here, nothing else is gonna motivate you like that. So I'm going with Ace, man.
All right, CC, I'm done. Anything else you got to say before we wrap things up?
No, just thank you to Nico for pulling up. You know, this was fun.
I appreciate you guys having this. Is my first time on the platform. Let's talk about it. Let's talk West, as this was. Let's talk West. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we can name it that. We can name this episode "Let's Talk West."
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that. I'll definitely do that.
Then tomorrow morning, I will be smoking Ledge boots. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seeing me here top tier. I will be smoking his boots tomorrow.
Yo, I love y'all. I love y'all
that.
show, man. Y'all show reminds me of like Mike and Mike, ESPN radio in the afternoon. Like, I leave y'all show in the background while I work, and this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, shout out to my guy, Ledge, man. That's my bro, man. It was organic, man. We just were doing, different little predictions, just on YouTube and whatnot. And then when it came to Captain, it was like, let's go and do a show. And then we finally got the show out there. So, I mean, to me, it's been the best thing that's happened to me because I didn't think nobody was checking for the West until we had the media commission. And people was like, oh, no, we watch your content. I'm like, oh, y'all actually pay attention to the West? Okay, cool. So, since that time, it's been like, okay, let's keep building, man. So, it's all about the build.
Make sure you go to the front office of Top Tier Podcasts and get yourself a max contract or you're walking in free agency because...
Hey, Ledge, man, extra zeros on that contract. Extra zeros. I need all of it. No hidden finances. No hidden finances over here. Extra zeros. I'm no hidden character. You paid me accordingly.
Hey, thank you for the prop, y'all. Thank you for the prop, Susif Lawyer, Jack. Thank you, Susif Lawyer. Whole bunch of them things out there. I appreciate all of it, man. It was a great week. Salute Nico, even though he got me mad every minute he was on here. Says Dave 11.
Top tier, man, that's
Top tier process. I ain't ish. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, M number 4. Arrogant the hood top tier versus everybody. CJC says I swear he did, friends. That's a fact. Susif Lawyer says great show per usual. Thank you, sir. Rita puffing loud quietly. Yo, I didn't realize Rita's name was a bar. I never realized her name was a whole bar, and I feel so slow for it. Puffing loud quietly.
Bars. That's why I be saying y'all better watch our mouths. Rita got them bars.
Oh, the lady's doing the champion of the year. Hey, hold it down for the ladies when y'all go out there.
Thank you, Bagels.
Yes, we
and put some extra respect on Yoshi, Coffee's name. All right, this is a little extra sprinkle of respect on them.
Hey, all you people nitpicking the panel for us, I hope y'all keep that same energy for the ladies, all right? Keep that same energy. I'm joking. They're gonna do a way better job than us. They're gonna kill it.
Facts.
Yes, Casey got 2 bodies. We're gonna have some honorable mentions, like I talked about on my solo show yesterday. That's why I was asking. We're gonna definitely have some honorable mentions for those who probably don't make the top 5 conversation. We're not gonna leave no ladies out. We're gonna give everybody their props, but they can only be one.
With not having that many events, that was one of the strongest years for a female battle rap we've had in a while. So there's a lot to, you know what I'm saying, choose from with that. A lot of strong battles, a lot of strong contenders. So
there you go.
Rita says, I'm the woman of the year. Haven't spit a bar yet. Bubba Quan says, Jay Black is doing coach check for the ladies. CJ says, looking forward to it. Cloud says, Midwest Queen. Vixen, female champion of the year. Rita says, I am ghetto. CC is the queen of the Midwest.
Oh, no. I don't do titles. I just work.
Hey, Nico, if you get the chance, you got to pull up on the Wednesday shows. You got to pull up on the Wednesday shows when CC does her solo show. Every single week, a rapper pulls up on CC. And for the most part, it's been positive. But sometimes it gets a little spicy.
I've heard.
You heard?
A little spice, you know. Sometimes y'all have a little versus competition in here. A little versus happens. I gotta see CC actually bark on somebody. She, breaks down stuff.
It was scarier. It wasn't a bark. It was one of those, baby girl, sweetheart, ma'am. I said, all the claps and the compliments. That's even worse than if a woman is complimenting you before they get to their petty sentence. That might be scarier than them barking, all right? Because that's them holding back.
When you got that calm bark, it's like, all right, really? All right.
CC gonna set you straight, says 1228 Mama. CC's friends with KK. KK is unbelievable. I felt my versus Soul lifting through Texas. Dave 11. Yeah, it got kind of crazy. All right, guys. Monday through Thursday, LTBR Daily, 10:30 a.m., 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nico will be on Friday Fix tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Top Tier Podcast. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in for us this week. We'll be back on Monday.
Bye, y'all.
Hang tight, Nico. All right, we off air, guys. Great work. Yeah.